Hey there, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another top 10 list. And we are once again going to be traveling to another part of the world. This time I'm going to be sharing with you the 10 foods that you must try in Egypt. The 10 must-try Egyptian foods. Egypt is one of those places where we don't really know too much about their food because it's really not that popular, especially in Western countries. We know a lot about other Middle Eastern foods like from Iran and from like Israel and things like that, but we don't really know too much about what Egyptian food is like. So if you're planning to travel to Egypt, or maybe you're walking into a local Egyptian restaurant, you're going to open up the menu and you're going to be asking yourself, what must I order from the menu? And that's what I want to help you with in this episode by helping you to find 10 of the must-try Egyptian foods if you want some tasty, authentic Egyptian food. So don't be at a loss of words anymore. Use this guide so that you can be well informed next time you're going to venture out and try some Egyptian food. If you enjoy what I'm doing here on this channel, then please subscribe to this channel because I bring you a lot of awesome food episodes on a weekly basis that you just don't want to miss out on. So hit that subscribe button and watch all the way to the end so that you can get the lowdown on the 10 must-try Egyptian foods. So without wasting any more time, let's begin going alphabetically with the first one. Fattah. This is one of the oldest and most popular foods in Egypt. It is served in Egypt in many big occasions like weddings or a birthday. It's a simple recipe that uses an Egyptian flatbread called aish baladi, and then it's mixed with rice and meats with olive oil and tomato sauce. The meat is usually beef or lamb, depending on your preference. It is a very filling dish. So if you want to experience traditional Egyptian food at its best, then you cannot miss out on the fattah if you are at an Egyptian restaurant. Number 2, Ful Medames. This is another one of the oldest and most popular foods in Egypt. Some saying that it goes all the way back to the days of the pharaohs. Isn't that pretty cool? It's made of fava beans that are cooked for long hours, and then it's cooked with oil, lemon juice, onions, and salt to form a bean stew. It's one of the most popular breakfast foods in Egypt, but it can be eaten at any time of the day, usually with eggs and cheese or bread. So if you love beans and you're looking for a great breakfast item to try, whether you're in Egypt or at a local Egyptian restaurant, then go with the Ful Medames because this is another one of those traditional foods that you absolutely can't miss. Number 3, Hamam Mahshi. This is stuffed pigeon with vermicelli rice. Maybe a lot of us are not accustomed to the idea of eating pigeon since we're more used to eating like chicken or even duck. But the pigeon is a delicacy in Egypt that's served on many special occasions, so it is considered luxury food. It is stuffed with rice and slow roasted until it becomes crispy on the outside and cooked on the inside. What's cool is that you traditionally eat this food with your hands so that you can dig the meat out. So all those adventurous people out there, if you want to have something that's really cool and very new, then you gotta go with the hamam, the stuffed pigeon. It is a delicacy. Number 4, Hawawshi. If you like meat pies, then you'll love this Egyptian beef stuffed pita bread. It's a popular snack that is good for both lunch and dinner. It's basically minced meat, parsley, onions, and pepper, which is mixed and stuffed in a dough, then baked. The result is a perfectly crusty and crispy pie with the delicious meat inside. I would say if you order this dish, then share it with others so that everyone can get a bite of it since it's so good as an appetizer. So don't miss out on the Hawawshi if you love meat pies. This is something you're absolutely going to like. Number 5, Kofta Kebab. How could you have Middle Eastern food without kebabs? The Egyptian version is definitely worth noting. They are known for the kofta, which is minced meat that is cooked on a grill. It's great with tahini sauce along with salad and pita bread, like a lot of other Middle Eastern foods. If you are a kebab or a barbecue fan, then you cannot miss the kofta. It's one of those amazing meals that I'm pretty sure that you're going to have more than one time if you're visiting Egypt, especially if you are a fan of kebab meats. Number 6. Koshary. This is one of Egypt's national dishes and a great choice for vegetarians. It's interesting to say that this dish started as somewhat of an Indian dish that was brought by British settlers with only rice and beans. Then the pasta was added due to Italian influence, and finally the Egyptians added the final touch of tomato sauce and fried onions so that we get the modern day koshari. It's a very carb heavy dish, but if that's what you like, then this is a must-try item in Egypt. This is actually probably my favorite vegetarian foods of all Egyptian dishes, so I'm pretty sure you guys will like it too. Number 7. Kunafa. This is one of the most popular Egyptian desserts, which I've had a couple times. It's made of thin shredded noodles that is baked, at times with a white cream filling in the center. Then it's topped with sweet syrup after it comes out of the oven. Thus you get a food that is sweet, crispy on the outside, and soft on the inside. It's absolutely delicious, especially if you are a fan of something like baklava, then you're gonna like this one. So if you have to try one Egyptian dessert, then go with this one, the kunafa, because this is one of those desserts that you're always gonna remember, especially if you wanna remember great Egyptian desserts. Number 8. Macaroni bil Bechamel. This is often called the Egyptian lasagna. This you should definitely get if you're a fan of pasta, since it resembles something that could come out of Italy or Greece. This macaroni is made with rigatoni or penny pasta that is cooked, then cooked with a sauce of ground beef, onion and tomatoes, and topped with the bechamel sauce made of milk, butter, and flour. So yes, it is creamy, it is also cheesy, it is carb heavy, but it is very filling and very tasting. This is definitely one of the most interesting Egyptian foods that you'll find, so be adventurous and try it. Number 9. Sayadeya. Seafood fans rejoice because this is one for you. The sayadeya is one of the most popular fish dishes in Egypt. It's a white fish, either bass or bluefish, which is cooked with yellow rice, onions, spices, and tomato sauce cooked in an earthenware pot. This dish is found in many coastal cities in Egypt, such as Alexandria and Sousse. So if you happen to be around those areas, then don't miss out on the chance to try this amazing food. One of the most delicious and accessible foods that you'll find in all of dishes, the sayadeya. And finally, number 10, Tameya. This is another popular dish in Egypt that is really great for sharing. They are essentially fried fava bean fritters, which is basically Egyptian falafel. As I said, it's fava beans that are crushed, marinated, and deep fried. And it's usually served with tahini sauce, salad, and bread. Did I also mention that this is not a meat dish but a vegetarian dish? But I'm very confident that meat lovers will go crazy for this crunchy and savory food. So if you see the tameya on the menu, get it, especially if you love falafel. Well, there you have it with the 10 must-try Egyptian foods, whether you're traveling to Egypt or whether you're going into a local Egyptian restaurant. There's a lot of Egyptian foods out there. I could have easily put 20 in here, so it was kind of hard for me to narrow down to which of the 10 you must absolutely try. But I have a feeling that if you start with these 10, which is kind of like a beginner's guide, then you're going to get a good idea of a lot of really popular, very traditional, and some also modern Egyptian foods in the land of Egypt. So I hope this helps you in finding some really great Egyptian foods to try. And if you do end up trying any of it, then come back and let me know what you think about it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this edition of Rockstar Eater. If you like what I'm doing here on the show, then please give me a thumbs up. And also please comment on the section below. If you've tried any of these foods before, then let us know. Or maybe if there is an Egyptian dish that I should have mentioned that I didn't, that we all absolutely need to try, then share it with all of us because we all are curious. We want to know what else is good to try. And finally, please subscribe to Rockstar Eater. Like I said, I bring a lot of great food episodes, the most rockin' food adventures on the internet that you absolutely don't want to miss. So hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and you'll be getting these episodes on a weekly basis. And also be sure to go on the screen to click on some of my other top 10 videos so that you can also be familiar with foods of other countries as well. I hope you have a rockin' day today and that you'll try some of this rockin' Egyptian food sometime soon, and I'll see you in the next video.